it's yeah, it can. It's very much about trying to find that compromise and just, you know, I always like taking a break is a good idea. When you're really into it, you don't want to, but I feel like taking that step back, you know, go and get lunch or go for a walk, just something to like get yourself in a different headspace will allow you, you know, some kind of exercise will, you know, you come back to the issue and you're like, you know what, this wasn't a big deal. Like, and I really, you can articulate what you want better. Or me personally, I can do that. I'd be like, oh, I really just wanted this. I couldn't explain that earlier, and it caused a whole bunch of grief that I didn't need. You know, what I caused.
Yeah, that's excellent. We talk about that a lot in, you know, different clinical scenarios too. Sometimes they call it a pause, but it is important to take that time and go back and get back to yourself, get yourself in a different headspace, you know, like you say, take a walk, physical activity, or watch a funny video, do something different to detach, because then when you come back, you can have a broader perspective. You know, it's important, I think, when you're dealing with something so important. Your music is going to reach thousands, millions, and hopefully go worldwide. So you need to do that. So that's a great thing for, you know, a technique.
Well said. Yeah.
So what else, guys? What is there anything else that you want to share with our listeners?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's something.
Just this is just a general, as we're talking about, that has come to mind in terms of like dealing with, you know, mental, kind of getting over your own mental challenges. And then if you have anything musically, Derek, that you want to add after I have my little spiel, feel free. But I guess I would just say that a lot of times I feel like, you know, your biggest challenge is your own mind. I know we hear it all the time, but it really is like, I know I can get stressed out a lot of time by being overwhelmed with things, you know, and feeling like you're a small fish in a big pond. And it's like, you know, getting over that, your own just like mind that keeps kind of wanting to pull you back and prevent you from just seeing the bigger picture of things. And I guess when you do just kind of take a step back and just kind of understand that maybe you are a small fish in a big pond, but so is everyone else in some sense. And you just have to understand that if you break something down little by little and you just put a little bit of action into it every day and you do it on a consistent basis, you can work towards any goal. And that's the same thing with like the band. And I try to keep that in mind, where sometimes I get overwhelmed with wanting to, you know, reach out to too many people at once, and then, you know, working on any merchandise we have coming out and the music, you know, there can be a lot of things, and just communicating with everyone. But then if you just kind of take a step back, take a breath, and just understand it, and just, you know, that old saying of how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time, whatever, that's really what you got to do, is just start doing little things every day, you know, and try to get into a routine, because that's very much helped me recently, is like getting up early, doing some exercise, doing a little meditation, and you start to, because once you start to work on your whole life, you know, together in one sense, and balancing your entire, you know, your health and your entire life together, you start to then be really productive in those things that you've always wanted to. And so it's just like it's like a holistic methodology, I think, is really how you're going to accomplish anything in life. And I know just specifically for me and my brothers, it's with the music. And I just try to take that mindset of just working and doing things consistently, little things every day. And then suddenly a month from now, you'll look back and realize how much you accomplished in that month, and think, at the time, I didn't think really anything was happening. And then now look at all that's happened, you know?